Hi friends, it's Suzanne here from sunstampin.com. I'm a Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator. I want to welcome you to my weekly Wildcard Wednesday video on my blog and YouTube channel. The card designs I share today are a little more technique driven, but nothing too complicated. I also sell the products I feature in this video. I hope you enjoy my free video tutorial and would love to see you shop with me. For today's card, I am featuring the stamp set Tags, as well as the Poinsettia Place Designer Series paper and the plush Poinsettia specialty paper. You are going to find this on page 15 of the holiday catalog, and I am trying to use up all my holiday paper because I also have to make a plethora of cards as well. So I am stamping with soft suede ink, and it just goes delightfully with this paper. Sorry, my cat Molly started talking as soon as I started talking to the microphone. So if you hear her, we're just going to ignore her. I also hope that you can't hear my dishwasher and or my washing machine. It is 12:30 at night, and this is the real deal of how I end up working throughout the evening. All right, so I have just a regular quarter panel of Designer Series paper on. I used the stitch rectangle dies for my rectangle stitched die cut, and I have fussy cut a lot of the poinsettias out of the Designer Series paper. Now, I think that there's dies that go with this. I never bought the dies or the stamp set, but I certainly love the paper. And I just spent some time cutting the poinsettias out and until I had a healthy amount. And then I decided to put all of the pieces together to make some holiday cards. Now, you're seeing the creative process happening right away. You can see how I just cut that little piece away so that it would fit in my card design. So these cards were not planned. They are, I did a set of 4, and they are pretty much just using the fussy cutting and the that one stamp that says season greetings with the snowflake inside. I use the same inks, the same Designer Series paper, only a different pattern. And I also use these fantastic little pearls, beaded pearls. They were the perfect embellishment for some of these cards. I also cut out some of the plush, I guess these are like little berry, are they berries? No, maybe they're just smaller little florets. I use them for an embellishment as well. So you can sort of see the placement of what's going on here. And I added the red bow at the very end, real red 3/8 sheer ribbon. Now, I was a part of my own paper share and embellishment share and ribbon share, and there's a share coming up in January for the new catalog that's coming January to June. And so if you are looking to get some more papers, you can certainly, I will have a link on my blog somewhere within the next few weeks, and hopefully you'll be a part of that share, because I do videos like this where I am showing you how to use some of those products that you've purchased. Or you can just be like the rest of us and just hoard as much paper and beautiful paper as you possibly can, and ribbons and embellishments, because you know we don't have enough. I give you full permission to buy more. Right, Molly? All right, so you can see this pattern had a wood pattern, and I thought that's a lovely background for this particular card. And you know what? You could do these cards horizontal or vertical. They work either way. I think I did I did them both ways. This one I struggled with, and basically what I usually do for my designs is I sort of do 3 little clumpings, and you can see something's not right. Like the balance is completely off. And sometimes when you're looking at stuff and creating, you might not notice. And then you're putting embellishments on, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, something's not right. Things aren't going my way. I'm going to fold the card and take a second. And I did. And I moved a whole bunch of things afterwards. So I don't know if you're like me. And this was the one that I struggled with the most. And it's so funny because it's probably my favorite one. And it was my favorite design in my head as well. But I wanted the cards to look very different from each other. So I didn't want to do the same thing. Now I noticed my problem. So it's this top right little poinsettia. So I'm going in there with my scissors and fussy cutting that flower away. And you know, it takes some talent to fussy cut while things are adhered to your card. Looks totally a lot better. But now I'm taking that poinsettia and I'm going to add adhesive to it, and where I like it is where I'm going to plunk it. Now I also made an effort to leave some space so I could put that red bow on. So the one thing that you don't want to do is cover up the greeting. You want to make sure that your embellishments and everything are clear from the greeting. Okay, so moving along, we're at the third card now, a new piece of designer series paper, and these are cut, I think, 4 by 5 1/4. And oftentimes I'll use the weird side, or the side that you don't really, you know, it's not as nice as the other side. And it's just because I force myself to use things that maybe don't come straight away for me, and those are the cards that I like the best, to be honest. And I also think, oh yeah, these tags, this stamp set also goes with a die as well, so it cuts out 3 of the stamps all at once. But I was too lazy, and I just decided I'm just going to stamp this, and then I'm going to hide some of the white space with my poinsettia. So I'm actually glad I did that, and these cards came together pretty quickly. So you have to realize I give cards to my team, my customers who shop with me in December, of course, and then I see a lot of my regular, because I have a real job as a hairdresser, so I see a lot of clients in the month of December. So I start giving away handmade cards December 1st, and I'm actually working all the way to Christmas Eve. So I will be giving cards until December 24th. And I always have cards in my purse. I'm always trying to cheer someone's day with a paper craft. So if you see me in the street somewhere, just wave and I'll give you a card. I do like to I usually tape a candy cane to them, and I usually, on the inside, I leave it plain, and with a sticky note usually, unless they're special, and then I will write on the card itself to my recipient. But I always want my recipient to feel like they can keep my sentiment, or they can use the card as well. I want the cards to be used. And to recycle, that's even better. I am not offended whatsoever to that. All right, so here is another, look at that beautiful vellum. So that is the Plush Poinsettia Specialty Designer Series paper. You will find that on page 15 of the holiday catalog. And again, here's my stitch rectangle die, and I stamped with the soft suede ink. That ink is a beautiful neutral. I need to use it more, I think. So I did place this slightly off to one side, and it's because I cut out and saved these big ploofy poinsettias. This is the, piece de resistance. This is the card that's going to give as much floof to my poinsettia as possible. I've used a couple of different adhesives. I'm using Seal Plus, dimensionals. I'm also using glue dots, and Yeah, so no wet glue this time around. And if you notice that I hid all of the vellum adhesive underneath my cluster. So that is my cards for today. I'm going to make you suffer watching me put on the bows here in a second, but I wanted to say thank you for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, I would dearly love for you to subscribe, to share, to like, to all the things that you're supposed to do. And I will see you again soon. Bye for now. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf for my blog, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.